So, Dave Meltzer, I got two here, guys. I got two juicy ones for you. And Dave Shurer, he's been pissed at Uncle Dave lately, another Dave, because this Dave was basically lied about by Dave Meltzer, and then when he called Meltzer out, Meltzer was like, "Oh, you should have reached out to me instead of just saying shit that you didn't understand." And he's like, Dave, but Dave, that's what you did to me, you fucking asshole. Dave
Right.
on Dave violence. Yeah. And so Meltzer, or Shearer, pardon me, goes, man, this one popped me big time. Uncle Dave is such a clueless fraud, and whoever it was that responded hit the nail on the head. Meltzer isn't even hiding his agenda anymore. It must be that the shoe polish he puts on his hair has reached the cerebellum. And so Dave Meltzer goes, he tweets out, so okay, we got to bring it back actually. So it starts with somebody,
this was good.
Somebody tweets out at Zinjabil, shout them out, tweets out, imagine being told that 5-year-old restaurant was the best restaurant ever in the history of the world. So this is in reference to 5-year-old AEW, right? So in reference to how Dave Meltzer and a lot of these sheets speak about AEW, particularly Dave. So this person says, imagine being told that a 5-year-old restaurant was the best restaurant ever in the history of the world, then going there and finding out it was just a rundown burger joint whose staff couldn't put the cheese on the Big Macs without dropping it on the floor and bleeding on it. Oh shit. So then Meltzer quote tweets this and responds, right? And goes, imagine you went there on Sunday and saw a packed restaurant.
Can you stop it right there?
Yeah.
Because that first sentence, imagine if you go there on Sunday, what, the rundown fucking burger joint is he talking about? Like he's going along with this guy's scenario right off the face.
Right, and also it's a lie. A packed restaurant. When the fuck is AEW packed? What the fuck? How are they packed, bro? What the fuck are you talking? Packed full of a bunch of wrestling that like really doesn't mean much though. A lot
this
of
tweet needs to be studied.
So imagine you went there anyways, like on Sunday, and saw a packed restaurant and restaurant, and found out the best chef from Japan, Batman, England, and the US were all cooking their favorite dishes on the same night. You go there and said, there's no jump house for kids here. Think of the casuals. Oh my God. Now, first off, Dave, you're such a fucking dummy, bro. Yes, bro, like Gordon Ramsay, he's got fine dining shit, and he serves fries at that shit too. Because you've got to feed people. Not everyone likes risotto. Not everyone likes that shit. You understand?
Beef Wellington.
Yeah, dude. Not everyone likes beef welly. You got to have a fucking steak and fries, dude. Steak et frites, bro. That's what they fucking make there. They do that at fine
fish
dining.
And chips.
You're an idiot. Yeah, dude. You're fucking dumb, Dave. You're fucking stupid. Okay. And then, this Dave hits him with a hashtag clean your office, which he's been, him and Hairline have been pushing that agenda a lot. But anyways, though, and Dave's just saying the best chef from Japan, England, and the US were all cooking their favorite dishes on the same night. Yeah, guess what, buddy? That might be too much as well. Like that just sounds like an overload. I might just want to eat the best Japanese that night and then experience that and then eat the next shit. Like WWE's got the diversity in the wrestling as well, but I'm just saying, like, and then he's going, think of the casuals, bro. The difference is like a fucking restaurant is like a restaurant. First off, like you got to book a goddamn reservation. AEW goes to 10,000 seat buildings and put 2,000 people in them. A fucking fine dining restaurant, motherfucker, you got to call 4 months in advance sometimes, Dave. Okay, so you're just talking all types of illogical shit. I'm just psychoanalyzing it here and trying to roast it, but ultimately this response by at Fantasy Handbook, shout them out. They respond to this and go, imagine you went there to that restaurant on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. and saw a 3/4 empty restaurant. And some food critic told you the chefs were really good in Japan and the UK, but nobody eats there because they aren't really that good. Then imagine that food critic being good friends of the managers. Boom, dude, my word.
What a comeback. Was that, does that not, that was fucking awesome. That was
Hooked
fucking
him,
awesome.
dude. Like, come on, dude. How do you do that? How do you imagine you went there on a Wednesday at 8 p.m. and saw a 3/4 empty restaurant, and some food critic told you the chefs were really good in Japan and UK, but nobody eats there because they aren't really that good. That line just kills me. Then imagine that food critic being good friends of the managers. Bro, you got fucking cooked, Melts.
Let me guess.
Meltsy's
He didn't quote tweet that.
Nah. He just blocked. He just blocked
Yeah.
him, dude. He just
Really? He
fucking blocked.
blocked them?
Well, that's what I guess, because he blocked me for fucking. I don't even think I owned him that hard, and I got blocked by Meltsy Seltzy.
I'm still not blocked by Dave Meltzer, by the way.
Dude, good. You should be my screen. You got to screen grab his dumb shit and send it to me, because I always gotta dig it up. So at Meltzer said what? God, I want him on the show. I'm gonna reach to him. I keep pussing out because I'm such a fan. I'm like fangirling over Meltzer said what. He's the GOAT. He tracks Meltzer like nobody else. You can't even.
Yeah.
You can't, like, he's the GOAT, and no blue checks, so you can't say he's disingenuous. Not hating on blue checks, but it's just that's his right. Like, he approaches it that no one can just be like, oh, you're only hating on Dave for clout. Like, he just fucking he's not monetizing it or anything. I will, though, on YouTube. Hey. So Meltzer said what says, wait, how did I miss this? And this is the thing. I did catch this, and I'm so glad he covered this, because I got a good laugh, because he puts it all together in a little bundle. So while recapping the NBC article about Vince McMahon in the Wrestling Observer, Dave Meltzer added his own, quote, while not in the article / many people believe speculation about a hypothetical presidential pardon by Trump if he won the election. Now, dude, I think I responded to this, and all I said on X when I had first, because I did catch this, in the ethos of the IWC, and I had tweeted out, I was like, yo, it's always conspiracy theories with these guys. Like, you motherfuckers are always, it's always conspiracy theories. It's always bots when Tooney just is the one botting, has all these fucking paid bot accounts. And then it's like, that's
what if-isms and all that shit.
Yeah, and it's always some conspiracy theory. Well, if fucking Monday Night Football wasn't, or whatever the fuck, it's always some shit. I know that's more applied to Raw, but you guys get what I'm saying. It's always some shit. Like, why did people tune out after the Jack Perry fight? Like on the next week, Tony Khan wasn't touting his 30% increase or 29% increase or decrease, right? Because they can't draw, like, they need a fucking Punk to draw even a show. Anyways, though, so Dave does this. This is why there's such this false perception about AEW, and a lot of fans get defensive because they're listening to fucking Dave. And what he did was just tie, but Donald Trump, and just fucking Alex Jones to everyone. Like, this is a straight, I need to hit a fucking X-Files for Dave here, because it's like, dude, he's making shit up here. So at WrestleLamia, as per the Wrestling Observer newsletter, many people believe that in the event there are charges brought against Vince McMahon and Donald Trump wins the election, he would be pardoned. So then, he highlights. So speaking of Vince, this is Dave. They say he has spent a lot of time on the phone with his legal team and has been in touch regularly with Donald Trump. While not in the article, many believe that in the event there are any charges brought against him and Trump wins the election, he would be pardoned. So this is not in the article that Dave's reporting on. Do you guys understand what this guy just pieced together here? So there's an article that comes out, and WrestleLamia then is running with, Meltzer says this, and here's the article, NBC News. Vince McMahon's life after WWE kittens, vacations, and staying in touch with Trump. Apparently, Vince brought everyone a bunch of cats. Yeah, I got a bunch of pussy. He gets fucking taken down for this, just little cats. He's like, come on, I was an honest guy. I was just trying to save some animals. He's actually becomes the most beloved guy again. No, just kidding. The wrestling moguls facing a federal investigation. Whatever. He cites the fucking article. You read it. There's nothing here. Mr. McMahon has not been staying in touch or been in touch regularly with former President Trump. He has spoken with Mr. Trump once in the past several years, and that was for about a minute or so after Mr. McMahon's back surgery. Other than that, there have been no communication between the two. So Trump tweeted him or texted him, pardon me, you fucking, you did good at your surgery. I probably had the same one, some shit. So that's in this fucking article that Meltzer said what cites here from NBC, dude. That's in the fucking the actual article.
Right.
Meltzer on his site just goes out there and goes, they say he has spent, and he's talking about the article. right? And then he goes, they say he has spent a lot of time on the phone with his legal team and has been in touch regularly with Donald Trump. Well, not in the article. Many believe. Who's many, Dave? Who's many? The Young Bucks? Who believes this? Who? You and fucking Tony Khan up all night, dude? Like, what are you talking about? Many believe that in the event there are any charges brought against him and Trump wins the election, he would be pardoned. It's also noted that Linda McMahon is on the board of directors of the publicly traded Trump Media and Technology Group. That's such a far-fetched, like, when's the fucking election? What the fuck? This is such a crazy thing to just insinuate. And like, why? What? Oh, because they're friends, I'm going to make up this story. You know what I mean? It's just fucking insane. And the article that he's talking about, well, not in the article, many say this, but in the article, it's saying fucking motherfucking many people don't think that, Dave. God damn it, just crazy that he just gets away with this shit. And
he's been getting away with it for so long. And it's amazing, like, he gets paid to do things like this. Not only does he reach for the low-hanging fruit, he has the ability to understand his readership and his followers, and he relies on them not doing any sort of due diligence, because he himself has got this personality of like, oh, I research everything. Everything is research. That's horseshit. Dave Meltzer is able to get away with this type of stuff because he understands that his readers are not going to go any further than him as far as doing any sort of extra research. You'll notice in any of his Wrestling Observer newsletters or anything like that, there are no footnotes, there are no biblios, there are no annotations or anything like that. It's just a run-on sentence every goddamn article that he has, and he's able to speculate on things like that. It's just it's mind-numbing. But here's the thing, the grift is golden for him. You ever see his impressions on Twitter? Like, come on now. That's why he does it, because he knows he's not going to get challenged, and when he does get challenged, he's going to block them, mute them, out them, or whatever. He looks, I swear, he makes a tweet, right? And then he scrolls down his comments and he looks for the dumbest one, or he looks for the one that he can pick apart the easiest. And then he gets another 200,000 fucking impressions on Twitter because all he has to do is quote tweet it and everybody licks his ass for it. Ugh, yeah, the worst.
You just summed it up perfectly. Fucking A, dude. Round of applause for awful wrestling. And just a tremendous take on Dave Meltzer and this epic fail, man. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me, dude. He's just botched all over the place, and he's like fucking spiraling. And I use the word spiraling because it's just, I don't know. And then he's burying Trick Williams the other day. What did you make of that? Are you a Trick Williams fan?
I enjoy Trick Williams. You know, I mean, I see nothing wrong with his work. But that's what I'm saying. Dave is a contrarian. He, you know, when he goes on the show with Brian Alvarez, I can just tell Brian Alvarez is so checked out from Dave Meltzer. But when he does things like that, he's looking for people to engage with that sort of nonsense. Trick Williams isn't a good wrestler. So what? Is he going to be a draw, Dave? How about that? Yeah. Is he going to put butts in seats? No one gives a fuck about this thing called work rate. Well, maybe some people in the chat do, or maybe a lot of people online do. But guys like me, casual Laps fans, they don't. Are they engaging? Is this a person I want to see next week on the show? That's the bottom line.
And the work rate's awesome too when you tell a great story and then it builds up to like, are you going to tell me that? And like, I hate that fucking term, but like, you can tell me Stone Cold didn't have a good work rate. He just stomped, punched. He didn't really do much, dude. He didn't have a lot of moves. He dropped elbows. He grinded guys out. That's what it was. He wasn't some suplex work rate Will Ospreay doing flips and shit. And not that I hate on that shit, but it just means more when you build up to it and then give us a reason to go like, this is insane, this is spectacular.